な転生。
Yes, sir. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about which is the best event to grind inside the Hyperdimensional Co-op versus Broly. Now, you've got the beginner, the intermediate, then you've got the advanced, and they all give rewards. Some are different, some varies, not too much, maybe a little, but that's what I'm going to get into overall, as in which one you should repeatedly play that will benefit you the most. Some benefit you in terms of different contexts, which I'm going to get into because I feel like it's not very clear on which event you should play, and also the fact that there's guilds involved, like the whole dynamic of which one would be best to grind has an impact on which will benefit your guild or yourself. So if you want to stick around for the videos so you can learn something, or even if you know it all, still stick around and watch the video. It's going to be a good video. But yeah, let's get into it. So first I want to get into like the type of Brolys that you're going to be facing throughout all three events. So here we've got the beginner one, and the Broly is actually a yellow unit, so you're going to need red for type advantage, and his power level is actually 550,000. Next we got the intermediate Broly. He's a green type, so you're going to need purple units to have type advantage, and his power level is 800,000. Last but not least, we got the blue Broly, which is actually for the advanced mode, so you're going to need green to have type advantage, and his power level is 1 million. Now in this video, what I wanted to do is actually compare everything that the events have to offer, basically in terms of how difficult it would be to compete, the time it takes to compete, and the rewards that you get. Those are the three main factors I kind of thought of when going into which event do I want to grind consistently, because if it takes too long, you have to consider if the rewards are actually worth the time you're doing it for, or maybe you should do an event that takes less time but it might give you less rewards, but because of the time it takes, which is less, you could actually get more out of it in much shorter time. So I'm going to get into that right now. Now again, starting with the beginner mode, you're going to see here that I actually acquired 400 points, but this was without the guild bonus. So I played once with the guild bonus and then once without the guild bonus. You can see here my guild bonus is obviously 0 because I didn't play with any, but then you just get 400 points overall. In terms of rewards, you can get the dual coins, but I'm going to refer to them as co-op medals because I feel that makes more sense, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the co-op medals, you get the equipment, and you also get the red adventures. That's all for the beginner. And then you can also see the limited time rewards. You get 30 just for playing it each time, and you can also get the bonus, which is 20. The limited time rewards, you get to do the event 3 times a day, but that's between beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you could do advanced twice and beginner once, and that's how it would work for you to get those limited time rewards. But that's on a daily basis. Just to end off this beginner segment, I also played it with a guild member. I would have uploaded this video earlier, but I didn't play with any guild members at the time. But if you play with a guild member, you also get 40 extra co-op bonus points. So in total, you'd get 440 for every single run. For intermediate, you can see in terms of the points, the battle points, everything's the same. You get 400 points for just clearing it with a random person that you can play with. But then with the guild member, you also get the same additional 40 points, making your total 440. Now for the actual rewards, you can see everything's pretty much the same except the quantity, but that's only in the limited time rewards. You can see the 60 and the 20. And then for the rewards, everything's the same except that the adventures are now green. Now for advanced, you can see it's the exact same as intermediate and beginner. You get the 400 battle points just for playing with a random, and then the additional 40 with a guild member. However, the limited time rewards have increased even more. So for the 3 times that you can clear in a day, if you did this one every day, you'd get 300 because they're offering 100. Also, the rewards, they have increased. They offer 2 colors for adventures instead of 1 compared to the other ones. You can see it's blue and yellow, but the actual dual coins or co-op medals are actually the same, and you also get the same equipment. Now moving on from the rewards, I want to talk about how long it takes to clear. Obviously, the amount of time it took me doesn't necessarily mean that the set time is going to take every single time, but these are just 3 runs. I played like about each run 3 times, so advanced 3 times, beginner 3 times, intermediate 3 times, and I just picked like the one in the middle. So if I had a 1 minute run, a 2 minute one, a 3 minute run, I would pick the 2 minute run because it's in the middle. That's about the average. Now, just to reiterate, obviously the times that I've got are not set times. Like for the beginner one, I did it without a Rise and Rush, but it might take you a Rise and Rush to finish it because he might bring up the second shield. And also, I'm pretty sure I've done it loads of times with the intermediate one. You wouldn't need a Rise and Rush if both of you bring purple units. So in that sense that you have to consider like what units you're bringing and also who else is on your team. Because some people like to bring dumb stuff like the Broly would be blue, but they bring a red unit. Like, it doesn't make sense. People that do that are just really hoping to fail. But now I'm going to get onto my conclusion on which one I think is best and for what purpose. Now, after playing all of them multiple times and even comparing everything that they have to offer, in my opinion, and using my common sense, the best one to run repeatedly grinding for your guild would be the beginner mode, because they all offer the same amount of points, and even with a guild member added, even if you get the 440 points, no matter which one you do, if you're doing the beginner one, it would make sense to do that one because it takes the shortest amount of time to clear it. And majority of times, unless like I just wasn't paying attention, or even if my teammate brings a red unit, I mean a purple unit because Broly's yellow, it doesn't make a difference because I'm going to clear it because I'm bringing a red unit. For example, I bring Super Saiyan Goku, the red one, because I'm also trying to Zenkai boost him, or Zenkai Awakening, whatever you want to call it. And the fact that I have to run him like 30 times, that's the mission in the mission banner, mission section of the game. It literally says run him 30 times. So if I'm doing this, the fact that I have type advantage, and I can just repeatedly do that so that I can get him the rewards he needs so that I can Zenkai boost him and unlock all the things that I need to do for that. Literally, I'm benefiting in more than one way. And in terms of the rewards, unless you really care about what adventures, like, I don't really care about the adventures. Co-op doesn't take energies or anything, and I can get those adventures elsewhere, like through the bonus battles, so I wouldn't be stressed about that. So that's the reason why I would choose the beginner mode to consistently grind, because I'm getting 440 points no matter which one I do, and beginner takes the least time, and the rewards are pretty much the same, especially in terms of the guild coins as well. That's the only thing that kind of varies. In terms of the general rewards, not the limited time rewards, the general rewards, they're all pretty much the same. I've seen that when I do the advanced, I more time get 5 instead of like 3 or 2, or when I play beginner I got 1 lots of times. So it wouldn't be best if you're trying to get those dual coins or the co-op coins or whatever you want to call them. So in terms of the rewards you want, depending on what you're looking for, obviously choose in accordance to that. However, I would like to say for the limited time rewards that you get, the first 3 that you do in a day, I would suggest that you do the advanced mode because they offer the most dual coins or co-op medals. So you don't want to be doing the beginner mode the first 3 runs of the day and then get the smallest amount of dual coins. It wouldn't make sense to do that when you're trying to get the largest amount of rewards. And even if you fail, it doesn't take away your chances of getting limited time reward. It's the first 3 successes or passes that you get. So make sure to do the advanced one so you can get the most amount of dual coins. But if you're running for your guild and trying to get repeated grind so that your guild can get high in the rankings, I suggest that you do the beginner one because it'll take you less time for the same amount of points that you get in intermediate and advanced. The only reason I'd say to complete intermediate would be to do the challenges, but pretty much besides from the actual objective of the challenges, the rewards are all the same through beginner to intermediate and advanced. So I'd say only do intermediate to clear all the challenges, but besides from that, stick to beginner or advanced. But thank you for watching. That's the end of the video. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully I informed you and you will make better decisions on what you're trying to achieve, what you want to gain. But besides from that, I'm on this grind trying to get 500 subscribers. I'm uploading every day, trying to get 500 subscribers by the end of the month, end of the year. So if you subscribe, you'll see every video that I got. I'm releasing videos every day, just to reiterate. So there's always heat. If you like this video, press the like button. But besides from that, if you subscribe, and even if you don't, I'll see you in the next one.